So if you ever said to yourself that you wanted to start a YouTube channel and then got overwhelmed because you didn't know what to do, this video is going to be for you. Now, this is the same truck, same white-knuckled position I was in driving home from work, so pissed off at everybody that I made the decision I was going to quit and start a 5-channel YouTube network. Now, this video isn't made by a bunch of YouTube gurus that get online and just regurgitate the same old YouTube tips. This video is just two regular average people that wanted to make a go at YouTube and found a way to make it work. My friend Amy started her gardening channel and has it monetized within the last couple years. And I started my 5-channel network and got my first channel, my DIY channel, monetized within 8 months. Average normal people can do this. We're proof of that. You can do it too. Starting a YouTube channel has nothing to do with having all the right gear at once, having the right idea ready to go. It's about initially having that desire to just want to have a channel. So Amy and I sat down and talked about the same hurdles that you're going through. You want to start a YouTube channel. We've all been there. A Reddit AMA the other night, a 50-year-old guy starting a YouTube network of 5 channels after literally driving home from my part-time job, white knuckle driving, so upset and just pissed off that I had to do something else. The one question that kept recurring were people that were saying, I want to do what you're doing. I want to start a YouTube. Please help me. And I'm sitting there, is that all the details you can give me? It's the hardest thing is just to get started. And so you and I have been there very recently. I think you and I, obviously we struggle with things that everything's not perfect. What are your thoughts on something like that? When somebody comes up to you and says, I want to do something like this.
Creating content now for about 2 years solidly. And what I can tell you is that you have to be passionate about the process, like actually making the videos. Because if you think, I just want to be a creator because I think it would be fun, put some videos out there, what a flexible way to make a living. Maybe I'll get YouTube famous. Maybe I'll get one of those plaques from YouTube. If that's what you're out for, then you may find yourself burnt out or just unable to keep up with the pressure of creating and creating and creating. But if you're passionate about the process, like making videos, that might give you the oomph that you need to keep going. And you really need that oomph to get over the hurdles. There's tons of hurdles when you're starting out. You're going to feel like nobody's watching your videos. Probably nobody is at first, but you still have to make content like people are watching it. And that can be really hard to push yourself to do. But if you love the process, you love actually filming and making stories and putting them together with editing, if you love that, then you're probably on the right track to become a YouTuber and to make it a career.
All right, so I get what you're saying about the process. You have to be passionate about it. And I am passionate about the creative process of putting all this stuff together. But Amy, I think we're dealing with people that are starting even before that to where they don't have an idea of what the process is. They just know that they want to start something on YouTube. They just want to do a channel. Where do those people start that don't know anything about this process and don't even have an idea of what their channel is going to be about? The people on this Reddit AMA, they don't have the idea yet of what they want to do. They just know this is kind of the direction that they want to go. What are maybe 3 questions that you could ask them if somebody comes up to you and says, Amy, I want to do YouTube. I just don't know where to start.
Yeah. The first thing I would ask you is, what are you passionate about? Or is there something that you're an expert in? And then do a search on YouTube for that topic or whatever it is you're super into. See what comes up. Is there an existing niche that you could fit into? See what other content people are creating on that topic and think about what you could contribute that's unique or new or interesting. For me, it's growing food in a cold climate, and that is very niche, but being in that specific category has attracted other people who are interested in that very specific thing, which has led to this really organic following, meaning people are there because they want to be there because they're more invested, which is a great kind of following to have, I think. So just because you feel like you may be in this like weird niche and there's maybe not going to be a huge demand for that kind of content, don't second guess yourself, because there are so many people in the world who will watch all kinds of things, and maybe the more niche or specific your topic is, the better you'll be able to actually attract a good following, a strong and loyal following. So what's your topic area going to be?
See, that was one of the biggest struggles for me at the beginning because I knew I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to talk about. I just had a general direction for what I wanted to do, like in my life. And then I focused those 5 channels around that. And I just worked on it over time. It's a never ending process to find that niche for me and what I wanted to do with each one of the channels. So what's the next question you would ask somebody?
The next thing I would ask you is, do you have time? Seems obvious, and you may not need a lot of time just to play around on YouTube, create a video or two to see if you like it, to see if you're good at it or not, to see if this is something you want to develop skills in. But then if you want to become successful on YouTube, consistency really is key. So rather than just posting randomly here and there, a couple times a month randomly, you do have to get more consistent and regimented about it. So posting every month, even once a month on the same day, or posting a couple times a week at the same rate of posting, I think that does help to get your video out to more people, to really improve your reach. I've heard it put this way before, that YouTube has to learn to trust you, which sounds really weird, but it has to learn to trust that people who click on your videos won't be immediately disappointed, that they click on it and they said, oh yeah, this is what I wanted, this is what I've come for, I'm going to keep watching. YouTube has to trust that that's going to happen. And then they also have to trust that you're in it for the long game, that you're going to keep creating content. And if it trusts you in those ways, then it will pass along your video to more and more people. So do you have the time to be consistent about it and to actually create in a more regimented way than just sort of playing around? My third question to you would be, why do you want to become a YouTuber? I think that finding that out about yourself early on will help you to target the right audience, and it'll also help keep you inspired.
Go back to what you were saying about YouTube trusting you, because I've got this theory now that once you get to the point of being monetized, however long that takes, that's the signal for YouTube to open the faucets a little bit more.